I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve, stress, seal my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no given. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. Down, wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need to brag. I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. But some family, you do the math. I'm out of my pocket. Houston, we got a problem. I ain't perfect. Let them watch me elevating. Got them nauseous. Cause I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Nose diving in the option. Woo! Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead.
It's time! Welcome to DFS by the Numbers with your host, Brady.
Better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers and welcome to Best Bet for UFC 293. We have Israel Adesanya going against Sean Strickland. We have a 12-fight pay-per-view card to break down. Really looking forward to this show. We have Danny back, and we also have Betya back. The last time he was on was UFC 290, so it's been a while. But after taking like 3 cards, or it was like 9-10 cards off, Lou, you are still in first place. So glad to have you back. You looking forward to this card, Lou?
I tried to let everybody catch me.
Yeah.
Gave everybody a chance, but now I'm putting it away today. I'm ready, man. I don't have a lot of action on this card. I don't like chalky cards, just period. But there's some props that are sticking out, and I hope everybody in chat's having a good day. Hope you guys make all the money as long as you're on the same side as me. And yeah, let's go, man. Let's go Oregon later. Somebody's asked about college football. Let's go Oregon.
What is football? All I know is like MMA.
It's where you kick the ball in England.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Football.
And we got Danny as well. Danny, are you looking forward to this card?
Yes, man. I've been reaching on these like plus money props trying to catch up to my boy Lou. But I found out he was going to be on the show, so I had to wear my Philadelphia Eagles shirt. You know,
Ooh, this man!
Because he's a New York Giants fan. But hey, I had to let him know who daddy is in the NFC East. But like I said, I'm trying to catch up to Lou Betya. Hopefully we could catch some big props on this pay-per-view.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Before we get into it, if you guys can all please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I linked down Lou Betya MMA Engine. Go check out the MMA Engine, and then also go check out Danny Betya's channel as well. Also down low, you will find the rules to Best Bet if you're new, and then also you'll find the standings. I believe Lou is in first, and I think he has like an 8 or 9 unit lead around there. So we'll see if he can bring that to like 60 units on this card. Let's shout out the chat as well. We got NWO, first one in here. We got Sean, MMA Goulash. We have Capone, the Better 101. We have Lucid 13311. We got Eric the Red. We got Flapjack. We got Gutermo. We have Sean V in the chat. We have Nevermind M, Guja, Carmi, and we got Lou Betya in there as well. What is up, everybody? All right. Oh, Propaholic, I see you too. Stacks, Brittany, what is up, everybody? All right, guys, let's get into it. And we're going to start with the first fight on the card. We have 2 newcomers, both guys making their debut. We have Kevin Ducey, currently sitting at minus 180. Kiefer Crosby is sitting at plus 155. So Ducey opened up plus 190 late August, and looks like money's just been pouring in on him. He's now a minus 180 favorite with about an hour and 20 minutes to go until the first fight. We'll start with you, Danny. What is your best bet for the first fight of the card?
I'm actually going to pass on this one. Like you said, it was 2 newcomers, and that line movement is crazy. So I wish I had plus money on Ducey because I think he gets it done. If you're looking for like a prop, I think him by KO late, like round 2, round 3 is live, but I'm passing on this one.
Yep, so we have 2 passes for each guy. There are 12 fights, 10 bets. So Danny used up one of his 2 passes for the card. Lou, I have a feeling you have a bet for this fight here.
Now, you would think having the lead all year in this competition that I would start adopting a conservative approach, kind of grow the lead, maintain it, and you'd be wrong. So I'm going Ender's Game style, at least for the first fight. It's been a while since I've been on. We're going for Yam Bags. Plus 2,000 point deduction on the first fight with Bill Crosby and Kevin Ducey. Couple reasons why I like it. One is you are getting orthodox stance versus switch stance. Typically, if you've ever heard me talk about this, when the stances are open, we saw it with Santini last week. A couple of leg kicks can get through to the Yam Bagel region. So that's open. Crosby, kind of a gas bag himself, but also narratively, which I don't love these bets. Kiefer Crosby has a disqualification loss in the first round to a fighter named Mike Jackson. I feel like we've been here before, haven't we? Haven't we seen an Irish fighter in the first fight of the night get disqualified against a guy named Mike Jackson? So I'm going to say lightning strikes twice. And we are going to get, it's going to be in the second round, by the way. I'm going to say it's a round 2 bag.
Wow. Can you parlay up the bags, like round 2 bag, or no?
No, I'm not getting greedy with
That would be an insane number.
A round 2 bag? Yeah, I like it.
And I see people saying Ducey late finish, like Danny said it too. Like I think if you just want to play a fun prop, round 3 is probably round 3 decision. Maybe cut that number down, but we're gonna have fun with the first fight, and then I have actual bets for the next 9.
Sounds good. Well, we'll never forget the moment when you hit the Ed by God Herman's Yam bag. Who was he facing? Zach. It was Ed Herman versus Cummings.
Yeah, it was glorious.
It was definitely a fight.
Brady, you see, if I have a winning night, I have a losing night. It's always the same thing. I post results and I say on to Cincinnati. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. It's a long game. I never celebrate. I never get down on myself unless I hit one of those bets.
Exactly.
It's like, nope, glory hound. Like, and some, DM for VIP packaging once I hit one of those.
Oh, we got Sean saying the entire world is on Juicy. I don't really see many people on Crosby there. Flapjack says he's on Juicy as well. And then Kick saying he likes Juicy to finish him. Yeah, I don't really have much on this fight, or I actually have nothing on this fight, but I do have something on the next fight. And this fight is a lot more interesting, in my opinion. We have Shane Jung taking on Gabriel Miranda. And very, very interesting line movement here. So Shane Jung was a guy that at one point in the week was all the way down to minus 184 or minus 175 range. And currently we have a pick'em, Shane Jung minus 110, Gabriel Miranda minus 110. I think it has a lot to do with Shane Jung coming in, missing weight, not looking that great on the scale. So yeah, it looks like money as of late's been coming in on Miranda. Lou, we'll toss it to you first. Do you agree with that? And then also, what is your bet for this fight?
Yeah, I mean, this was going to be like kind of a weird fight anyway, and it was going to be a dogger pass for me anyway. I know everybody thinks Miranda is like kind of first rounder bust. I know historically has been, but like Jung looked terrible. I think he's at kind of a bad point in his career. He's only even on this card because of where it is. Like, let's be honest, this guy probably could have been cut for inactivity for his last couple of fights. Is Miranda really like a huge step down from Blake Builder? Like, it's a different style, but is it really like a massive step down? I don't think so, because at least Miranda does one thing and he does it well. He's going to go for takedowns. We know the game plan. He's going to go for submissions. I think ground and pound is live too, but the way I chose to play this is a little safer than I don't want to just do the round 1 with Miranda. I don't think Jung's cardio is going to be great. If Miranda doesn't completely gas himself in 3 minutes, round 2 is probably in play. So round 1, round 2 on DraftKings, there's no method here. Just round 1, round 2 is plus 200. And that's how I'm going to go with this. I'll give him 10 minutes to get it done.
Yeah, I think that's a solid way to play it. 16 wins from the guy. All 16 of them have came in round 1 or round 2. Danny, what are you liking for this fight here?
Yeah, another chance to fade Jung here. I like Miranda by submission. I'm just going to take submission and be a little bit more safe. But, yeah, Jung, he didn't look good in weigh-ins either, too. So he could definitely gas later on. But I'm with Lou. I think he gets a sub here early.
So submission for Miranda looks like plus 200. Or no, I see plus 235 on Bet Rivers, I think.
Okay. I was going to say because
plus 235 for Miranda by sub. Yeah, I like that as well, especially after the weigh-ins. Let's see here. We got Alex in the chat. What is up, Alex? And then, yes, they do have to take a point there, Blom Dog. Shane Jung by unanimous decision. We got Kicks Good saying Miranda by sub there. And we have Facility saying you're mentally ill if you bet Izzy at minus 800.
I know a couple people that parlayed him. Not naming names, but I know some people that parlayed him. I couldn't agree more, Faultless. I couldn't agree more.
We got PSSA in the chat as well. All right, guys, let's keep moving on. We have Charles Radke going against Blood Diamond. We got Charles Radke. He's currently sitting at minus 330, probably some parlay money coming in at this point. And then Blood Diamond currently sitting at plus 270. Very wide line here, Lou. How are you attacking this fight from a betting perspective?
It's Chuck Buffalo, by the way. Let's get it straight.
My bad.
Chuck Buffalo is a great nickname. I don't want to overthink this one. Radke in the distance, minus 138. I know a lot of people are banking on him getting a submission here, but he's really not a guy that goes for a ton of takedowns. And Blood Diamond is never initiating grappling here. I think Radke just likes being on the feet. I think he's got some power. CFFC's guy, dude, these guys are like better than people give them credit for in the regional. So I don't think he's great, but he's way better here. And this is another favor to Izzy, having Blood Diamond on this card. So Radke ITD it is. Not much more to say about this one.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all. Danny, what do you like for this fight here?
Pretty much the same thing. I am getting more aggressive because there's a clear path. Blood Diamond has no takedown defense. Like, you could take this guy down easily. I think the sub is live, so I am going to take round 2, round 3. Radke, I think it's plus 550 on FanDuel. Is there a better number out there for this?
I think only FanDuel has the round 2, round 3.
Okay.
Is it sub or just round 2, round 3
sub,
in general?
By sub, plus 550.
All right, so sub round 2, 3 plus 550. I don't mind that at all. So we got Danny with the Radke by sub in round 2 or round 3 plus 550, and then we have Lou Betya with Charles Radke inside the distance minus 138. Matt's taking a shot on Blood Diamond by a KO. That's probably his path to victory. I don't see him winning.
If the odds justify it too. It's not a bad prop to have in this fight.
IMG saying no shot. These guys are fade. I don't think these are really hot takes. That Radke wins this fight, but maybe we are a little bit faded there. We have Adam Mack saying big units on Chuck Buffalo. Lou, I know you're not the nickname guy. Monk is, but where do you rank Chuck Buffalo on the nickname list on this card?
Well, there's only one nickname that really matters on this card, apparently, and it's one that Monk hates.
I know. I don't know why I hate that.
We'll get to that one, and we'll get to that one later. I think you guys in chat can figure out what nickname we're talking about. I think it's a great nickname. I just don't know what it means. I know that it's better than Shinobi Juan Kenobi the Pillow or whatever Kozlov's nickname was.
I definitely got some takes on that nickname.
I remember asking him why that was his nickname, and he sent me like a run-on sentence that was 2 paragraphs long. I'm like, I just wrote back like K.
At least he wrote back. That's pretty cool.
I know.
Blood Diamond that's a cool ass name, but he's just trash.
It's a great movie. And a good movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Taking anybody at minus 600 or above is brain dead. Lou will agree with you on that one. But we will move on to the next fight. We have Nasrat Haqparast going against Landon Quinones. You guessed it, another big favorite here. We got Haqparast currently sitting at minus 474. And we got Landon Quinones currently sitting at plus 374. We'll kick it to Danny. Danny, what is your best bet for this fight here?
Kevin Gastelum Jr. I like him by KO round 2, round 3. Dude's a twin. Like, literally, that's his twin. I know it's been a long time. I think it was like 2017 or something like that, his last finish. He's a decision machine. But Quinones, I was watching some of his fights. He's been hurt out multiple times. I think he could get him out of there late. He's not like a big power guy. I think just rally him and like a TKO late here. And I'm just being more aggressive, man. I'm not gonna catch up to Lou Betya with like little by decision. No, I'm being aggressive. I think it's plus 380 by KO, Brady.
Sorry, I was a little distracted. You people will die. What a terrible comment to leave
Whoa.
there. That's dark. You said plus 380 though, right?
But his betting prediction was immediately the next comment. So I was like, okay.
Okay. Makes sense. Lou, what do you like in this fight here?
This is one of my 2 passes. I think Haqparast could he's hurting people, like, especially late in fights. And I get it. Like, he's just one of these dudes, man, where like the optics look so good. His striking so crisp, and then it just ends in a decision. So like, I don't want to bet him by decision here. Does he finally find the knockout? Probably, but it's like plus 140. So like for me, there's other spots I like a lot better that are either similarly priced or I think I'm getting a way better line. So I'm going to pass on this one.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. Big favorite, not much you can do. Sean's been very high on Nasrat Haqparast, saying it's a sure thing.
I think he wins. Again, for the sake of the show, I don't want to do anything that's like I don't want to win 0.1 units with a minus 470.
Play the money then, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
money for sure. And it's
Hack
my best
by-
bet, so I can win 0.2 units.
You could at least you'll win something. Hack by decision, but the price is garbage. I'm worried about Nasrat losing a decision due to the corrupt judges. I mean, yeah, judges is always something you have to worry about. They've been rough lately. And then Sean promises us that the minus 500 favorite will win. Sean, that is a very bold take, and I commend you for that. We got Silky B in the chat. What is up, Silky B? But yeah, let's keep.
You are the king, Brady. You are the king of Twitter hot takes. I think Bo Nickel will win.
Yes. Yeah,
That is a hot
you
take,
are.
though.
You're the king, dude.
I know.
are the king.
You're undefeated.
Actually, I'm like 5-0 in hot takes. I don't really have one for this card, but maybe I'll have one in the next couple weeks. We'll see. Let's see. I don't want to miss anything. Wish it was or Roosevelt or Jason Knight versus Nasrat. I think Nasrat beat those guys as well, though. But yeah, we'll move on to the next fight. We have Jamie Malarkey going against John Mcdessie. We got Jamie Malarkey minus 265, and we got John Mcdessie currently sitting at plus 225. Lou, are you laying minus 265 on Jamie Malarkey?
I'm not, and I don't really want to spoil the next bet on top of this one, but they're going to be very similar. I'm playing Mcdessie plus 3.5 at minus 110. I don't really know how Malarkey covers this line, just the way he fights. Sometimes he goes for grappling, sometimes he doesn't. He's very hittable. Mcdessie's super durable. He's really tough dude. He's at fight ready now too, which I think is kind of interesting, like, because I think the game plan will be better. The biggest problem with Mcdessie is he just doesn't have a lot of volume. So, I trust those guys that at least the volume should be there. Does Malarkey really win? Like, is he a great minute winner? No, I don't think so. And I don't think Mcdessie is either. But minus 110 in a fight that I do think goes a distance at a pretty high clip, that he can win one round. Like, I will absolutely take that. And for people that think Malarkey is the guy with finishing equity here, his durability is like, it's going. And, we know this too well in a volatile sport like this. Like, after that chin check he just got, when your durability starts going, it's gone. Like, it's quick. That decline is fast. So I can't take a dude that looked so bad last fight against Mcdessie, who at least is like, has a competent skill set. If this thing stays on the feet for 15 minutes, I don't think Malarkey should be minus 265 in like a kickboxing match.
Yeah, and with the point spread, all Mcdessie really has to do is just win one round at the very least.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't think anybody's getting a finish here. It goes over at a pretty high clip.
I agree with that. Danny, what is your best bet for this fight here?
I'm gonna use my last pass for this fight. But yeah, I agree. Like, this is a dog or pass in my opinion. I don't think Malarkey should be minus 275. This is wild to me. I think it's at least like minus 170, but it's a pass for me.
Yeah, I'm not betting on Jamie Malarkey either. We got the Dab Father in the chat. We got Blumdog saying go Bull. Mcdessie is very live to knock out Malarkey potentially. Malarkey has been knocked out plenty of times before. What do you think of this? Steve in the chat saying Malarkey draw plus 8,000. I
get out of bed for a plus 8,000 bet. Now, I may now have to throw a shekel on that. I may have to go 0.1 unit on that. I mean, the problem here is like, who gets the 10-8? Yeah. Like, it would have to be I would think Mcdessie like rocking Malarkey, just like almost putting him away, and then Malarkey like weird guys his way alive. Like, that's probably the 10-8, or like you get a foul, but like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've studied like Mcdessie's foul history and didn't see anything suspect in there.
Yeah, that'd be
but like blindly betting a plus 8,000 prop for like $5. Yeah. I make $5 is nothing to me, Brady. I make that in a week.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with sprinkling a $5 bill. Mcdessie by decision. The plus 400 is not bad. Like you said, Lou, I don't think anybody's finishing anybody.
I'm worried about betting against any of these Australians in a decision, man. That's why I did the 3-5. I was going to do the split. I was thinking about doing the split decision here, and I'm like,
split could be live, yeah.
Yeah.
Split could be live. Malarkey's minus 300. That's ridiculous.
In this economy,
inflation, but inflation, bro.
Yeah, that is true. We're overdue for a draw. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a draw. I think maybe since like the Menafield Crute fight. I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah, well, that one had all sorts of weird shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Any idea why the massive line movement? Yeah, I did see Jamie Malarkey minus 180 a week ago as well. I just think people are, I don't know, maybe high on him, maybe just looking to fade Mcdessie because he's 38. I'm not sure.
I think he's a big parlay piece, and that's
Yeah, it could be a big parlay. This is a big parlay card. So, is there really that much money coming out of Malarkey? Probably just like parlay money. And Tommy's saying this card is so tricky. Yeah, it's kind of tricky.
Tommy knows.
And haha, I make that in a week. Well done. Yep.
I'll be
I think
at the
you did.
Parsippany Laugh Shack next week. Please check out my act.
I'll join you there. All right. We have 400 of you in here. If you all could please do us a favor, smash the like button. Let's try to get those likes up. We're about to move on to the next fight. We have Jack Jenkins going against Chepe Mariscal. We have Jack Jenkins currently sitting at minus 203. And we have Chepe Mariscal currently sitting at plus 173. So, Danny, you have used up both your passes. So you have to have a bet on this fight. What do you like in here?
I'm on an underdog on this one, man. I like Chepe. I'm still pissed on myself not pulling the trigger in the last fight because I knew Peak was a fraud and everybody, likes his crazy style. But I think he's a better grappler here. I think the sub prop is live, which I might actually bet. It's like plus 1,200, a little sprinkle. I'm just going to take the money line. FanDuel has a plus 180. I don't know if better numbers out there. Jenkins, I got lucky in his last fight. I didn't have a bet for that fight. After the first round, I got him at plus 150 live. And I thought he lost that fight. Like, he got lucky, in my opinion. But and everybody's talking about the leg kicks. I understand that he hits hard with the leg kicks, but Chepe is literally a dog. Throws a lot of volume, better grappler, better submissions, in my opinion. He could take it to the ground. And he fights like that. He's going to make chaos, and I don't think Jenkins is going to be ready for that later in this fight, too. So we'll see.
So you're taking the money line plus 180, and that sub prop is kind of interesting. I see plus 1,400 just due to the fact that I think both Jenkins' losses are sub. I don't think he's ever lost at a decision or been knocked out. So that's interesting. Lou, what are you taking for this fight here?
Going right back to the well with the plus 3.5 for Mariscal. It's minus 145. It is a little juicy.
I like that.
Danny also brought up the sub prop. I actually tracked it. I'm playing the sub prop here. I don't know if Chepe wins. I don't know how much of this fight is going to be on the ground, but I think in all the grappling exchanges, and I know Jenkins has some grappling, but he doesn't have good top control. He loses positions a lot. He's also not throwing a lot of punches. Don Shanis is reversing this guy, and he wasn't even throwing a ton. So,
Wait, but Don Shanis is shameless, though.
Shameless Don Shanis was reversing him.
Dude.
I think that Chepe can have success. But if you're giving me a guy that I think is a better grappler in a fight that I believe will be on the mat, he's going to win minutes on the ground. He can definitely steal a round, if not two. I mean, I don't like betting against. I see people on Jenkins by points, and I think that's probably the most likely outcome of this fight. But again, you're giving me a guy that's a minute winner on the ground. I'll take it every time for plus 3.5. And Jenkins is not finishing this guy. I don't believe so anyway.
I don't think so. Yeah. I think it goes the distance. I think that plus 3.5 is actually a pretty good look. You would think that Mariscal can win at least one round here. Yeah, Sean isn't a big fan of Jenkins. Not dangerous.
No, he does not like him.
No, he does not. Chepe going home with an L. The high owl saying this card is way sus. It is a little sus, that's for sure. If he breaks your leg, it won't matter if he's a dog. I guess.
He's got 3 other legs.
Yeah. That is true. Jenkins is so overrated. Maybe we'll have to see. I personally think he's decent, but yeah, like these guys are saying, Chepe is definitely a dog. He's gonna fight for your money. And yeah, I do agree. I thought Emmers beat Jenkins in that matchup, and I had a bet on Jenkins. I was like, what the heck's going on? If this fight's going to the ground, pick the sub prop. Yeah, I think this fight will hit the ground one way or another.
Plus 1,200, man.
Yeah, not bad.
Real quick,
yeah.
I was surprised because I think Jenkins' number by sub is like almost the same. It's like plus 1,400. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
what?
Jenkins
there's no way he subs Chepe, in my opinion. Like, I would be shocked.
Chepe by yoke hold? Lou, what is a yoke hold? I think you'd be the one to know.
I don't know, man.
Like the from the
hits
egg.
he hits him with a frying pan. I don't know.
With an egg in it. I don't know.
Love some anus on. I think it's shameless, not anus, but close enough.
My whole family's here in chat. Did I mention that?
No,
My whole family is here.
that's awesome.
Just to make
Let's
your
go,
life
go
miserable.
Birds.
Boo! The Eagles are not covering tomorrow.
I don't know if they're covering. I was telling
Hold
Lou,
on,
I hate 4. I hate
Hold
the
on.
4.
Quick 30-second break. Listen, I did this on my show this week. Don't bet the Eagles. 2 reasons.
First quarter, first half.
Super Bowl champions, 4-19 against the number. Or Super Bowl losers, 4-19 against the number since the year 2000. And more importantly, they're playing in New England, and it is Tom Brady Appreciation Day.
That's why we're gonna shit on them.
Don't do it.
Listen,
I
you
don't
can
know.
say all the numbers you want. What happened to the Chiefs? Oh, the Super Bowl winners on opening day are like crazy. You know what happened? The Lions whooped that ass.
We have someone saying, do y'all like Lane? I mean, I wouldn't think so, but maybe these guys will surprise me and like him. This is a money chat today. Well done, boy. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Anybody pays $80 for this card is delusional. I mean, I'm not confident of the 80 this week, and I typically actually do pay for it. Danny or Lou, you guys paying the 80 for this one?
My lawyer's not here. I'm not answering that question.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't confirm or deny.
Fair enough. When is the fight? The fights are going to start in about like 40 minutes, something like that. But we'll move on. This is the featured prelim. We have Carlos Ulberg going against Da Un Bum. We have Carlos Ulberg minus 275. Da Un Bum currently sitting at plus 275. Look like some money as of late has came in on Ulberg. He was kind of sitting around that minus 260 range, minus 250 range for a while. Now minus 275, minus 300 out there. We'll start with you, Lou. What is your best bet for this fight here?
I looked for every reason not to bet Ulberg here. Like, I really didn't want to. I wanted to justify that Jung could wrestle. He's not going to. He's wrestled once, and it was against William Knight. Like, he's not willing to wrestle. He's slow. He doesn't move well. He's not taking punches well. Devin Clark, he was like a rock against Devin Clark, man. And Devin Clark stinks. I think the Jacoby KO kind of is the beginning of the end for him. So, I mean, Jacoby's on a dude that gets a lot of finishes on this level and like kind of one punched him out of there in a minute. So what do you think Ulberg is going to do? The leg kick should be there all day. I don't know if we have a stat on how many leg kicks he blocks, like a percentage, but it's got to be like 10. I mean, this dude just eats them. So I'm going to play it a little safer than the round 1 KO. I'm going to play Ulberg because this is a decent price for me. Ulberg round 1, round 2, going right back to that. It's minus 115 on DraftKings. That's good enough for me for the show. In case he hits some flying toe hold in round 2, I'm covered.
Covers the flying toe hold for sure. Yeah, I like that. Danny, what is your best bet for this fight here?
I love Ulberg by KO in this spot. There's not a lot of crazy plus money on this one. I'm getting more aggressive. I think he gets him out of there round 2 plus 550 by KO. What you call him, Brady? His nickname?
Bum.
Yeah, Bum.
Yeah.
He has no head movement, bro. It's so like, you know, I'm a boxing guy. This guy, like, I don't know what it is. He's got a stiff neck or something. Like, he can't move his head. Like, you cannot do that against like Ulberg. He got starched by Jacoby, and Jacoby does not hit as hard as Ulberg. I see easy KO either first round, second round, but I'm hoping for the second round.
So plus 550 KO 2, you said?
Yeah.
All right, got you down there. Ulberg round 1, Ulberg KO. Just saying Ulberg round 1 or round 2. Melon with the hot take, Ulberg by points, which Ulberg by
lock
points, and it's a lock as well. Ulberg by points is like plus 430. So we'll see. Da Woon Bum.
I'll tell you what, if this thing gets to the third, I don't think Ulberg's going to be throwing a lot of volume. I think he's going to stay safe, and he would take a decision. So,
yep.
If it does get to the end of that second round, I think that becomes a very realistic. Like, I don't see a round 3. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Does Ulberg not have any wrestling under his belt? We don't know. We haven't really seen it tested, so maybe we'll see it tested here. Brizz saying the over 1.5 with the butt cheeks clenched tightly. Demir liking the over 1.5 all day. Jung's as tough as nails. Yeah, he is tough, but Jacoby like starched him, so I don't know. And then Kick saying the under 1.5. I would actually lean with Kick here at the under. I have Ulberg by KO minus 143. I like that. Da Bum, yes sir, I agree. Sean Strickland sub round 1. Silly if you think other. I mean, that's kind of a silly prediction.
I mean, I'll bet you $1 million straight up.
Oh my god!
You give me even money that I get every other outcome. And
Don't make me start, because I remember when he fought Pereira and everybody and their mom was like, "Oh, he's gonna wrestle. He's gonna wrestle," and I'm over here like, Pereira KO, easy money.
I may have had the sub prop in that. I may have
everybody like, I'm like, when do
like if it hits and you don't bet it, you're like, God, I missed. Out on it. It's like betting Diakesi subs.
You bet it and you're like, damn it, what the fuck?
You got to keep betting the same prop. Like, I'm still going to bet Porker round 2 sub until it hits. I got like 8 more tries to hit it, and I can break even.
Lou will be like 89.
It's going to happen. One of these days, it's going to happen. Porker.
Ulberg is not opposed to a decision, I suppose, but he hasn't really been doing that lately. Ulberg to win round 3 or decision.
Man,
I'm not sure what that is.
Violence. Why do you hate violence?
People hate violence on one of the most violent fights here, probably. Another guy or another girl or guy, Layla, Sean Strickland sub 1. I guess a lot of people are on not only the sub but the sum 1, which is very interesting there.
On America.
Porker sub 2. Is that like a thing? Everybody bets the Porker sub every time.
That's a Lou
thing. I mean, I feel like you have to. Like,
why do you have to, Lou? Explain this.
I mean, I bet it.
I'm in too deep. I bet it 3 times. It's always like plus 2,200. Now I'm in. I'm not.
I think you're committed because you don't want to. If you don't bet it and it hits, you're gonna be so mad.
Look, buddy. If I just stop betting it now, then I'm a loser for the betting. The only way I could be a winner is just to keep betting it, because eventually I'll be out of the hole. This is not financial advice.
I stopped betting Parker Porter sub props after that Badeau fight. I mean, that was tough to watch.
Maybe he can face a guy with like one leg, where the fight's going to be on the ground. He's going to go for a knee bar. Like,
I guess. Parker Porter is going to be KO'd by Justin Taffa's son. Another topic.
Junior Taffa is going to knock him out.
The third.
Yeah, Junior Taffa, Junior the third.
Family tradition. Get in there, Porter. Let's see here. Grandma Taffa, getting there, Grandma Taffa. My goodness. All right, so what we're going to do now is we just finished up these prelims here. We're going to do a quick recap, let you guys know in the chat what we have, and then also we are going to make sure everything's correct here. So we will start with Lou Betya. He's kicking it off with Yambags, a.k.a. point deduction in the Ducey fight, plus 2,000, looking for a point deduction there. Gabriel Miranda to win in rounds 1 or round 2, plus 200. He's taking Charles Radke inside the distance, minus 138. He's passing on the Hack Brast fight. He's taking the John Mcdessie plus 3.5 point spread, minus 110. Chepe Mariscal plus 3.5 point spread, minus 145. And then Carlos Ulberg to win in rounds 1 or 2, minus 115. Lou, does all that look correct?
Well done.
Sounds good. And Danny, you were passing on the first fight of the night, the Giuseppe fight. You're taking Gabriel Miranda by sub plus 235. Charles Radke to win by submission in round 2 or round 3 plus 500 or plus 550. Hack Brast KO 2-3 plus 380. You're passing on the Malarkey fight. You're taking Chepe Mariscal money line plus 180, and then Carlos Ulberg KO plus 550. Does that look right to you, Danny?
Yeah, round 2 plus 550.
Yep, there we go. So this is why we do this KO 2, and I forgot to even show the audience, so that kind of sucked. But there it is, everybody. You can see it there. We have, I think, 5 fights to go there. Everybody's talking about like the DK. Do you guys get on that DK boosts for Adesanya 650 to plus 100?
$25.
They let you get 25 on it?
Yep.
I would be way more scared of.
Bro, we're in the same place. Brady,
I know, but it only let me get 10 on it. That's ridiculous.
You?
Yeah. It's not unanimous. Like, I think they're idiots. Doesn't matter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, disappointing.
Minorities.
I'm more worried about the Drake bet than I am the boost. Thinking it's.
I love it because I got him by decision.
Oh, there you go.
So
because Drake did put like was it like 5 million or something on a KO? Like, it was something stupid.
It must be nice.
Yeah,
it must
be nice.
All right.
Must be.
There's a reason we don't have that money though, boys, because we would be.
Well, I'm still waiting for my rap career to take off. If we're being honest here, I'm trying.
What's your rap name? The Pleasure Man. I'm gonna make a petition. That should be your name, Lou.
Big booty Betya.
Big booty Betya.
Yep.
Heck yeah. All right. Now it is time for the people's main event. We have the Pleasure Man going against Tyson Pedro. We have the Pleasure Man currently sitting at -115. Tyson Pedro sitting at -105. This is probably the fight I'm most looking forward to. And was very disappointed in Anton Turkali's last fight. I remember before the fight, I listened to an interview, and he was talking about how he was going to like pleasure the fans with his performance, right? So I'm sitting there on fight day, ready to be pleasured, and he comes out and proceeds to put on the worst performance I've ever seen. So I'm hoping he can come out here, put on a pleasure performance for the fans. We'll start with Danny. What is your best bet for this fight?
I love how you said that, because this is where the nickname comes into play, because the only pleasure you get watching this guy fight is him getting hit in the face, because he's a punching bag. The guy has no movement at all. The contender fight was horrible. As soon as he started getting cracked, he was sniffing the guy's leg, not doing anything, no submissions, no nothing. And it was boring as hell. And then the only reason why he's in the UFC is because he sacrificed himself, for Almeida and. But this fight, I mean, it is a 50-50 fight. I do agree with the line. But I gotta take Pedro round one by sub plus 950. I love that number. I can't stand the Pleasure Man. Like, there's nothing great about him at all. Like, I get he's got the better cardio. I understand that. He's got the grappling and stuff. But if I see a guy that's gonna use his wrestling against a guy that loves submissions and he's a quick, round one submission, and I'm believing him about his, flu or whatever he had in the last fight. I don't know, but still, his gas tank is suspect for sure. But I gotta bet Pedro here. The Pleasure Man does not do anything for me right now. Like, if he comes in here and finishes Pedro, then I'll give him the respect. But I can't do it. I don't understand the love for this guy. Honestly, I think it's hilarious. But Pedro, I mean, how can I not bet on a guy with a last name Pedro when I'm Hispanic, bro? That's a max bet right there.
Fair enough. I mean, I think if you hit that plus 950, it'll be very pleasurable though for you. So.
Yes.
At least you can get that going. Lou, what do you like in this fight here?
What do I like? Nothing. I'm not going to pass on it, though. I guess what I don't understand here is this incredible confidence in Turkali. Look, this is a low-level fight. Like, no matter what side you're on, this is a low-level fight. Pedro's on the card because of where it is. His only wins are against, like, Hunsucker is, like, the best guy he's beaten. Harry Hunsucker is probably the best guy he's beaten. Against the Santos on the Contender Series, Turkali comes in with all this fanfare. He's, like, got one-shot power. And he goes in there and, like, he's getting hit. He's going for grappling. He's getting takedowns, and he can't even hold this guy down. It's like never faced a grappler. The Almeida fight, I'm willing to we don't need to count that one because that was short notice. Like, it's Almeida. Like, I'm not worried about it. The Petrino one's the one that concerns me because Petrino wasn't known to have any grappling. I know he was better against Prochnio, but he was listening to his coaches in that one. He wasn't listening to his coaches against Turkali. He was just shoving him off, getting reversals against a guy that has grappling. The problem I have with Turkali is I just don't think he has good physicality. Is his chin good? It looks like it. But we'll see. I think if Pedro goes for a takedown in the first minute or two in this fight, I don't think Turkali gets up in the first round. I don't think he's strong enough to get Pedro off. Will he go for a takedown? Well, we'll see. He did go for some against Bukowskis. Maybe he knows that's got to be the path here. So for the sake of the show, I'm not picking a side. I just refuse. I'm going to play fight doesn't start round 3. It's -135. Gives me Pedro's win condition in round 1, and it gives me Pedro gassing and Turkali falling into a submission round 2.
And that's -135, you said?
Fight doesn't start round 3.
Okay, yeah, I like. Well, you said 30 or 35, my bad.
135.
35. Okay, you cut out for a second. Sounds good. Yeah, I think this fight does end within the first 2 rounds. I don't mind that.
If it ends in pleasure, you say.
Yeah, I mean, the fight to end in pleasure is -150. Could be a potential parlay piece right there. Brady, get out of the chat. You get out of the chat. I'm gonna
Dude, I'm a mod here. Excuse me. I'm a mod here, and my job is to keep the peace and keep no good nicks like you out.
Wow.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, how you guys feel about the Pleasure Man cutting his hair though?
I mean, I don't know.
Is that a red flag?
Did he cut all his hair?
Yeah, he came in with the short hair, I think.
Yeah, it was shorter, way shorter.
To the The carpet match the drapes.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
Right.
Pedro has beat Craig and Roundtree, yeah, long time ago, like probably like back in 2017, 2018. It's been a while, but yes, he has beat those guys. Big booty Betya in the panel. Let's go.
I'll make it happen.
Let's do it. All right.
I don't want to put Brady out there, but he's got a.
I do have
he's got a nice track, underground.
Yeah. I would play it, but I would get kicked off of YouTube. So
You gotta hear it, Lou. You gotta hear it.
Yeah, I think Lou.
Why do you think I just said what I've heard it?
Yeah, but that's
So like Danny. Why do you think I'm saying this?
All right, let's move on to the next fight. We have Justin Taffa going against Austin Lane. We have Justin Taffa minus 200, Austin Lane plus 170. Low level heavyweight fight. We'll kick it to you first, Danny. What are you liking here?
Hold on. I lost my my FanDuel right here. I was looking at these props for these fights. And I just don't understand how this is another fight that I think is 50-50. Like, why is he minus 210 in my opinion? I'm not the biggest fan of Lane either. I definitely think he has like the upside. He's getting better. He's more athletic, more rangy. And then that last fight they had, it was only like 29 seconds. I didn't have a bet for that fight, but I know it was 29 seconds, but Lane did look good. I liked his kicks and kicks to the body and things like that, and using his range. I actually bet this fight. I actually took Lane plus 185. I think it went down. FanDuel has that plus 176 right now. I think he could either weather a storm early or get an early finish or take him a deep waters and win a late finish or I doubt a decision. This is like minus 900 not to go to the cards, but I think I like Lane here. I mean, I can't lay minus 250 or 210 on Taffa. So give me Lane in this spot.
All right, Danny on Lane. You're just taking the money line 176 then?
Yeah.
All right, Lou, what are you taking for this fight here?
I just grabbed my notes from the first time that we ran this fight that I said on the show, and my notes were Lane stinks, Taffa round 1 KO. So that's it. I think Lane's chin is very bad, and this is it's not like Lane's been dropped on one shot. I think 3 times, but like not a volume of punches. One shot and out cold, and none of those guys hit as hard as Taffa. So he has 5 minutes to hit him once. So also shout out to Pepe Silvia, who says we may get revenge yam bags in this fight as a result of Lane poking him in the face. Maybe revenge yam bags is a play here, but Taffa round 1 KO for me. 1 plus 155 still. That's it. No more analysis on this shit.
Plus 155. And Sultan's kind of thinking that as well. Maybe Taffa eye poke DQ win.
Or he'd lose this one to set up the rematch. Yeah. He'd have to set up the third and final fall.
That'd be so ridiculous.
And by the way, speaking of this is a great live bet fight for me. This thing gets out of the first. I mean, you might miss the window. Like if Lane just wins the first and keeps the distance, then you're gonna miss the window. Yeah. But if he survives it, and you get like plus 3 something on him, I think it's a good way to pivot.
Lane by decision plus 1,200. He looked like the minute winner in the first.
Well, it wasn't a minute. It didn't go a minute. How was he a minute winner? It went 30 seconds.
He looked like the second winner.
Tell me the minute he wanted the fight.
He said, bro, he said he looked like the minute winner. It was like 29 seconds.
Top of first round KO. The fight to not go the distance, minus 900. Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty surprised if this went the distance. Screw a bet on Lane. I got the over 1.5 plus 170. Definitely an unpopular play there, but maybe it hits. We'll see. Top of round 1, KO sprinkle in round 2 because it pays better. Shout out to Lou Betya. We have Jan saying I have Taffa under 0.5 rounds for plus 300. This is the path. To be honest, all 3 of his wins in the UFC were under a half a round. Yeah, I could see it. Early knockout. Lane is going to maul him. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. All right. We'll move on. Another Lane decision there. So yeah, we'll see. That is a bold prediction, but we'll see. We have Narco Cop going against Felipe Dos Santos, we have Manel Cop currently minus 430. Felipe Dos Santos plus 330. Money's been pouring in on Cop throughout the week. Was sitting around minus 340 for a while, currently minus 430. So I'm assuming he's getting put into a bunch of parlays this week. We'll start with you, Lou Betya. What is your best bet for this fight?
I'm going to use my second pass here. I think Cop wins. But what's my theory I've had all year, Brady? I do not like betting in the distance props against guys who are undefeated on the regionals. We just don't know how they deal with adversity. Is Cop the better fighter here? He should have him covered everywhere. Is Cop going to go for takedowns like people think? I doubt it. Dvorak was initiating the takedowns last time. I know people are big on the Cops up. I'm just saying, if the Santos takes us to the ground, the sub's live. I don't know that Cop's going to proactively do it. I think he's just going to bring a striking battle to him. He probably gets bonked, but I don't want to take the chance here. The KO prop's not great. The decision prop's interesting. For
it is
Cop,
it is 415.
Yeah, but I do think Cop probably kind of bonks him. But I'm going to lay off this one because I like the other two bets better. But yes, I'm picking Manel Cop to win for the sake of the show.
All right, Manel Cop for the sake of the show, but he's passing on it. Both guys have used up both their passes. Danny, what is your best bet for this fight here?
This is gonna be a fun scrap, boys. Of course I got Cop in this one. Dos Santos, shooter box guy. You know what those guys bring. But I do like the KO prop for round 2, round 3 Cop. I think FanDuel has it at, let's see, plus 300. Taking that line, minus 400 or whatever to plus 300. This is going to be a scrap for sure. Dos Santos is tough and is wild too. So I think he's got the best style for Cop. He's going to create chaos, and Cop's going to be right there, hitting him with counters and things like that. Flying knees live for sure. He could end this in the first round, but I'm taking my shot at round 2, round 3, plus 300.
Yep, and I think you said it best. I think Felipe Dos Santos is going to bring Manel Cop the fight he wants there. So it should be a very fun fight. This is probably the best fight of the night, in my opinion. Cop should win easy. Yeah, he should probably win easy. Felipe points on volume. Felipe,
everything's decision. Everything's a lock, and it's a lock.
Plus 725 for Melon. Melon has some hot takes, man. He does.
Keep track of his takes, bro. I want to see this.
We need to get Melon on the show lately. We got Boston Nick in the chat. What is up, Boston Nick? Cop finish likely worth a bet. It's been hammered all week. The violence has been hammered, especially after the.
235 is nuts, dude. It's a crazy in a non-heavyweight fight. That's a crazy number, or a Bo Nickel fight. That's a crazy number.
Maybe Manel Cop is secretly Bo Nickel. I don't know.
They look alike.
A little bit. Boston Nick bringing up the Pub Sports Radio contest in the chat. If you guys want to check that out, $100 to first. If we get 200 people to sign up, the price is the prize is going to double. Free to enter. Check it out. pubsportsradio.com there. Shout out to Nick for putting that in the chat. Got Cop by sub or KO minus 170. Good bet. I think it hits. It's just you're laying a lot of chalk on that is all. Cop by round 6 sub could be worth a shot.
That's a lot, definitely.
Let's see
value.
It could be value. It could be value. And then Jason saying hit the like if you haven't already. Appreciate that, Jason. All right, guys, we'll move on now to the co-main event. We have Alexander Volkov going against Tai Tuivasa. We got Alexander Volkov minus 225, Tai Tuivasa plus 190. We'll start with you, Danny. What are you liking for this co-main event?
I'm happy Boston Nick is in chat right now because it's shooting time, boys. I got Tuivasa on this one. I think I got my plus 200. I think it went up to plus 220, went back down to plus 185. Right now is at plus 200 at FanDuel, but I don't know if there's a better book out there.
I think that's the best, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's definitely live. This is another line that I don't understand. I don't think Volkov should be minus 245 in my opinion. This is heavyweights, bro. Tuivasa hits hard as shit. He's got nice leg kicks. Hometown, training at his hometown. He's not Dubai anymore. So that's a good. And he was talking to DC too, talking about, he's more concentrating on his family a little bit more. Took a little break. And now that he's gonna take out all his demons out on Volkov. So he sounds motivated. He said he needed that little break, see his family and things like that. And he's definitely motivated. So I think he's gonna put up a nice little KO highlight reel here. and do a shoey. I don't know why Lou is laughing.
I'm laughing. No, I'm laughing at Mel in chat. 5 points, not a lock. I'm laughing at that.
My goodness, Mel.
The first not lock.
As soon as I read it, I'm like, he knows. All right.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I gotta go with Tuivasa here, man.
We got 2 cents in the chat saying war. Bam, bam. 2 cents is with you there, Danny. Lou, what are you liking for this fight here?
I'm gonna clench my butt cheeks for this one, but I'm gonna play over 1.5 rounds. There's still a minus 104 hanging out there, I believe. Yeah, on a Unibet. So I'll make this one as short and sweet as possible. Like Volkov, I know he has a couple of round 1 KOs. One's against the guy that gaffed in 34 seconds, and one was against Rosenstrike where he just caught him. But in general, Volkov is not some high pressure, high volume guy in the first round. He has really good cardio for a heavyweight. He has like deceptively good cardio for a heavyweight. And it's because of the way he fights. He paces himself really well. He throws a lot of kicks, but not like spamming them. Like throws those teep kicks. Tuivasa, look, he's coming off a couple of bad knockouts, but who's knocking him out? It was gone by like a lot of body work, like more attritional. And then Ivan Drago, who like could knock out a rhinoceros. So I don't really care about that one. This is a whole different style. Volkov's not in general not a one-punch knockout guy. I also think he knows he has to mind his P's and Q's and stay safe. He's going to stay at distance, use his range, use his kicks. Tuivasa is going to be trying to get inside. I just think this thing gets out of the first round at a higher clip than people think. And I don't think 2 is dead to a round 1 KO either. I know he's never won a fight past the 1.5 round mark, but a lot of that's because of the dudes he's facing. Like, now he's facing a guy who has pretty good defense, pretty good durability, and good cardio. I think Tuivasa has to react accordingly and can't just be winging bombs hoping for a miracle. So I like Tuivasa's durability. I mean, Tuivasa is the same guy, by the way, that 8 bombs from Derek Lewis. The dude is durable. So if Volkov can stay safe for 1 round, I think this over 1.5 hits at a pretty high clip. On the prop show, Pepe and I both gave out decision props. We went the other way. I had Volkov, he had Tuivasa. So weird heavyweight fights get weird results, man. So I'm going with the over 1.5 here.
Yeah, I don't mind the over. It'll be a sweat, but yeah, I think it could.
If you like 2 a KO, anybody in chat, play him round 2, round 3. It's probably pretty good. The last I haven't looked, but
it's got to be something good because even the KO in general is like plus 300.
Well, which is weird because you would think. I mean, I know it's not his entire win condition, but also it's his win condition. So like, here I'm looking it up right now.
Plus 750.
750. Wow. Okay.
For what?
Round 2, 3.
850. Yeah, 850 round 2, 2200 round 3.
So separately, okay. Yeah.
That'd be pretty. Well, the plus 750 is good enough for me, but plus 2200 is more.
Yeah,
we're just gonna play the over for this.
No, bet the round 2, round 3, and then sprinkle round 3.
There you go. Did Tuivasa look even worse than normal at weigh-ins? I don't know. I mean, I kind of thought the same thing, but maybe it's because we just haven't seen him in a while, so we kind of forgot what he looks like. I don't know. You guys have any thoughts on that?
He looked fine to me, and like
he
always looks like he's drunk.
Yeah,
like
he grew his hair out. He grew his hair out. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it was the hair, definitely.
Yeah, it was the hair. It was the hair. What is athlete's mouth? Is that a thing? I heard of athlete's foot, but athlete's mouth.
Ooh, if you got athlete's mouth. Oof.
Oh, devastating.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. I really don't. Hopefully I'll never find out. But it is time, guys, for the main event. We have 600 of you in here watching. If you guys have not already, be sure to smash the like button. I'm not sure where we're at for likes, but hopefully we can get to the 100 mark by the time we get out of here. We are talking the main event, Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland. Both these guys have used up both their passes, so they have to give a bet. We'll start with you, Danny. What is your best bet for this main event? And you can't use the DraftKings plus 100 special there. By the way.
That's some bullshit. Don't be mad because I got 25 on it. You got 10.
Yeah, I'm actually very mad at that on it. Not too happy.
Yeah, I mean, this line's ridiculous. I mean, we know Izzy should be a favorite, but like minus 670, minus 700 almost is wild. I think it's so when I say recency bias, I'm talking about him getting the KO with Pereira. I see a lot of people out there. Oh, he's gonna, nuke him in the first round, early. I don't think so. I think styles make fights, and we all know Strickland is a sparring machine, and he's good at making those type of fights. You know, he's gonna talk his shit. Just go for it. He's not gonna swing wild. You know, like Pereira did. And I think we get the boring Adesanya like we have, you know, before. Not like a Joel Romero type, but you know, boring. You know, hit him with the leg kicks, jab, nice 1-2s and things like that. Might even hurt him or drop him. I like the decision in this spot. I got a plus 140. I think it went down though.
Get plus 180 right now.
Plus 180. Give me that.
Yeah,
let's go.
When he's
I'll take
pouring
that
it
for
on
sure.
when he's pouring it on the fight,
Plus, this is the cherry on top, boys. Drake has a massive bet on Izzy inside the distance or by KO. So, yeah.
To be honest, I think that's really all he had to say. To be honest, like I
should you start with that and just end it.
Yeah. So yeah, plus 180 for the Adesanya decision. Very interesting. Lou, what do you like for this main event?
This is going to sound like an odd bet. It's even money. It's plus 100. Fight starts round 5 at plus 100. Now, why am I doing that and not the under and not fight doesn't go? Because I'm still burned from the 3 title changes we had last year that all happened in the 5th round.
True.
So I'm not getting involved. I'm good with the 4. A lot of this, by the way, is contingent on Strickland at least getting some respect in the 1st round. Because if he doesn't, if he's not checking kicks, if he's offering no resistance, and we've seen him start slow. He started slow last fight. And then the dude, that Russian, just totally gassed out in 4 minutes. Was done. If Strickland gets some respect early, at least it'll keep Adesanya at distance. He's not going to be like just spamming shots knowing they're all going to land. So I think if he can get some, I don't think Strickland knocks out Adesanya ever.
Yeah.
But I think he can survive it. And I'm saying he needs to get respect because I go back to that Cannonier fight where you have a dude with a lot of power and Adesanya kind of had to be a little more tentative. He had to play tactical. If he knows he can just land everything at will on Strickland after the 1st round, then there's not going to be a tactical fight at that point. He's just going to be target practice. So I'm going to play fight starts round 5 at even money. All right. I hate it.
Yeah. I don't like anything.
Well, you know what I hate more? Drake.
What?
hey, calm down.
Drake's not bad. He's just
you want his career. That's what it is.
Look, man, I remember when Degrassi High was good. And then Drake was on it and the show was over.
That was so long ago.
Right?
Yeah, look, I'm old.
Yeah,
especially for Brady because he's. Yeah.
I'm old as shit. Come on, man. Melon's got one more lock, biggest lock.
Now I hate Izzy Point. Damn.
Yes, let's go. Now I hate it too, but damn.
You know what's amazing? I was making fun of his bets, and now I literally love every one of his bets as the show ended. It's not about how you start, Melon. It's how you finish.
I guess so.
That's what she said.
All right. So what we're gonna do now, everybody, is we're going to go through, make sure all the bets are correct. There, I'm not sure there it is. Okay, finally popped up. So we're gonna go through everything, make sure everything's correct, and then we're going to do the best bet of the card. If you hit this best bet, your profit is going to double. So say, for example, Lou Betya says, "Hey, my best bet is the Yam Bag special plus 2,000 on the Ducey fight." If he hits that, it's not only going to be 20 units, it's going to double to 40 units, and we'll just stop the competition right after that.
I'm done.
Lou has taken the Yam Bags, the point deduction in the first fight of the night, Giuseppe fight. He's taken Miranda round 1, round 2, plus 200. He's taken Charles Radke inside the distance, minus 138. He is taking he's passing on the hack press fight. He's taking Mcdessie point spread plus 3.5, minus 110. He's taking the Chepe Mariscal plus 3.5 point spread, minus 145. He's taken Carlos Ulberg to win in rounds 1 or round 2, minus 115. The Pleasure Man, the fight won't start round 3, minus 135. He's taking Justin Taffa KO1, plus 155. He's passing on the Cop fight. He's taking the Volkov over 1.5 rounds, minus 104, and then taking Adesanya fight starts round 5, plus 100. Lou, is all that correct? And if so, what is your best bet of the card?
It's all correct. God damn, I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. I have one written down and I honestly, I can't make it the Pleasure Man fight. I just can't do it. I'll go with the Ulberg fight just to get it to plus odds. And I hate it. But no, you know what? No.
Boo.
I'm gonna go
Nazareth.
I gotta go Chuck Buffalo. Chuck Buffalo to get it done.
All right. Chuck Buffalo to win inside the distance is Lou's best bet of the card. Danny, you're passing on the first fight of the night. You're taking Miranda sub plus 235, Radke sub 2-3 plus 550, Hack Brass KO 2-3 plus 380. Passing on the Malarkey fight, you're taking Chepe Mariscal plus 180 on the money line. Carlos Ulberg KO 2 plus 550, Pedro sub 1 plus 950, Austin Lane money line plus 176, Cop KO 2-3 plus 300. Tuivasa money line plus 200 and Adesanya decision plus 180. Is all that correct? And if so, what is your best bet of the card?
Yes, sir. And we got a dilemma. You told me I couldn't take Izzy plus 100 in the special for DraftKings, but you took Sterling and O'Malley.
But that was
remember that one?
At least that was $50 though. This is only like $10. So
this is on bullshit. Mine's 25.
I mean, if you want the Adesanya,
I know this is your contest, but damn it, Brady. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm you know me. I'm gonna swing for the fences. I'm gonna go Pedro sub 1, and it's gonna be a pleasure seeing you.
So that would be my math is not the best.
Yes, Danny.
I know it was like, yes, it's my boy,
dude. Because that's how you. Hey man, you guys
to.
want to gain, but not only that. But you know how many people are gonna be really upset when that happens?
I know. I'm gonna love it, bro.
Like Twitter's gonna be so miserable when that happens, except for like 5 people. Monk will not be one of those people that's miserable.
I can't wait for that.
Happy hour might be over. Monk might be the most insufferable human being if that happens.
I can't wait for that fight.
Yes.
It's going to be very, very pleasurable. But we're going to head out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Going to kick it around. Lou, tell the people where they can find you and what you typically have going on for a content week. You said you had a big content week next week for UFC Noche.
Yeah, doing an NFL show also with Wiz every Wednesday, breaking down the card. It's a sport I'm actually good at, unlike MMA. Gonna do the prop show. I do a prop show every week on the MMA Engine. This week I have Top Cakey, Aaron Water show. That should be a fun show. Thursday at midnight, the MMA happy hour with Monk and myself on the MMA Engine. And I don't know, man. I'm sure there's gonna be like 9 other shows this week because it's because next week feels like a pay-per-view. Even though the card stinks, but the top 2 are good.
Yep, I'm looking forward to next week. Danny, let the people know where they can find you.
Danny Bets on Twitter. That's the most I'm active on, and IG too. I got my TikTok out there, even though I don't put videos anymore. I got the kid running around, so I don't have much time. But yeah, on the stream here on Pub Sports Radio, we go live for the UFC fights with the boys, giving our live picks, our bets. Good time, always talking shit to each other. So yeah, and here best bet with my boy Lou Betya and Brady.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the guys at Pub Sports will be going live in about 12 minutes. Be sure to go check out them. But you guys, best of luck for UFC 293. Leave a like on your way out, subscribe, and we'll talk to you all very soon. See you later.